Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. So yesterday we were seeing Sri Ramakrishna telling that all sins will run away, fly away when you think of the divine. Repeat his name and sing the names and glories of God. Singing the names of glories of God. We saw yesterday, we will be just to start singing, you are in tune with the divine. You can see the small children telling the nursery rhymes. They'll be moving their body and how beautiful it will be. Just a tune, singing a tune itself makes you one. It is just like you are going somewhere far away and seeing a beautiful scene. The sight itself makes you one with the nature. You are tuning to the nature. Similarly, singing the names of glories of God makes you tune to the nature when singing. And the meaning, you are aware that you are singing the name of God, singing His glories. So the meaning and the awareness of the God and His name makes you touch the divinity. The divinity, when you are aware of any divinity anywhere, in any way, your inner divinity gets awakened. And the identity with divinity will immediately drop away, just like a dry leaf, how it drops away from the tree. Naturally, so smoothly, without any obstruction, it just drops away. Like that drops away all the sins. Why drop away? Because it's unrelated. Its purpose is finished. Its work is over. I had done some karma because of which I had acquired a thing, and the sin or virtue remained with me to give its fruit of pain or pleasure. So now the sin was there or virtue was there to give its fruit. Now the higher fruit he has got, by which these sins need not give him any pain. The purpose of sin and purpose of your karmic load was just to turn you towards the divine. The plan of nature is evolution of jiva. The nature wants you to evolve, and whenever you deviate from that path of evolution, whenever you go away from the path of dharma, whenever you are going away from righteousness, dharma is living in tune with nature. You have to live in tune with nature. You have to live according to the laws of nature. Living according to the laws of nature itself is the dharma, and you are evolving. The moment you stop being in dharma, living according to the laws of nature, if you are not living according to the laws of nature, you are deviating from that path, and nature has to give you pain and suffering to make you turn. Now, you have done sins, but you are calling on God. The purpose is served. It need not give you pain and turn you to the divine. All sins will die away once you turn to the divine and call upon Him with love. Love doesn't come so easily in the beginning. You have to do a little work within yourself to make you habitual to call on God. Slowly faith must infuse. How do you get the faith on God, you see the lives of saints. How God participated in the life of His devotees, how He made them to climb to higher levels of purity and perfection, how God made way for the people, how He saved His devotees from danger and difficulties. So, by reading texts like Bhagavata, the life of saints and sages, all that hearing, listening, slowly you develop faith in God. This faith, and you are singing the names of glories and God, together makes the love possible. Once you get little love for God, then you will see that you are internally, you are getting slowly established in the divinehood. The manifestation of inner divinity is slowly leading to realization. You know yourself to be divine. So here we see Sri Ramakrishna is telling, you need not go to anybody and confess or do anything, or you need not take the advice of the psychiatrists or psychologists. You need not go for any other source. By just being where you are, read the lives and stories of God, lives of the saints, acquire a little faith in God, sing the names and glories of God, and completely all this will be washed away. All the sins of the body fly away if one chants the name of God and sings His glories. The birds of sin dwell in the tree of the body. Singing the name of God is like clapping your hands. As at a clap of the hands, the birds in the tree fly away, so do your sins disappear at the chanting of the God's name and glories. Sri Ramakrishna is continuing. Again, you find that the water of a reservoir dug in a meadow is evaporated by the heat of the sun. Likewise, the water of reservoir of sin is dried up by the singing the names and glories of God. You find the water of a reservoir dug in a meadow. Grassland is there, little dampness will be there. You dig, it is neither a river nor a well. You dig a little, you see dampness has slowly got accumulated and water stands there. It is damp everywhere, but the sun shines. In the sunshine, slowly it gets evaporated. Like that, evaporation. Evaporation is a process by which the thing disappears forever, not to be seen again. That's why we burn camphor in front of God to show when camphor burns, nothing is left behind. Suppose I keep a wick and burn, ash is left behind. If I burn a paper, if I burn wood, ash remains behind. When camphor is burnt, when petrol is burnt, nothing is left behind. So when water evaporates, nothing is left behind. The whole thing goes away. Even the traces will not remain. Your wet cloth put for drying, the stain of water you will be seeing till it dries up after snow stain. It has gone away without leaving any mark behind. So not only sin goes away, I had done a sin also goes away. The whole thing gets evaporated. Oh, once upon a time I had done such and such sin. That also. Because in the Upanishads also he says, Kimaham papam akaravam. That thought will never come. Why did I do sin? That also will not come. Kimaham papam akaravam. That thought will not come after realizing God. Because that whole thing was unreal. Like you went to a dream and witnessed a dream where you ate many things and many good and bad acts you have done. When you wake up, nothing remains. The whole thing was unreal. So is this world. When you realize God, the world disappears. Oh, I was not there, I have not done anything, or I have not, that whole thing, because that I who had done, the I itself disappears. When the doer itself himself has gone away, where is the thing done? There is nothing remains. The destruction of I, dissolution of I had done, that I is no more there. Now, a divine personality alone is there after realization. So, Sri Ramakrishna says, sin evaporates like, and he is comparing the name of God to the sunshine. The sun is shining and evaporating, like the name of God evaporates and the sin, and without leaving any trace behind. You must practice it every day. The other day at circus, I saw a horse running at top speed with an English woman standing on one foot on the back. How much she must have practiced to acquire that skill. Sri Ramakrishna went to a circus, and many things he saw, everything. He used to come and everywhere he used to give the example of what all he saw and how things happen. This is one of the important things Sri Ramakrishna notices. A running horse is running at quite a high speed, and a woman is standing on one leg, and there are rings hanging, and the horse runs below the ring in its track, and the woman, each time the rings come, she jumps through the ring and lands on the running horse with the same one leg. She goes on and on. Sri Ramakrishna looks at him, wonders, oh, this is perfection. This is unerring perfection. Never to miss the feet at any time. Sri Ramakrishna is one step behind, a second's delay or early, she will break her arms, she will fall down. With what perfection it is happening, you see. How much she must have practiced, Like that, you have to go on practicing every day, calling on God, in and through all the activities of life. Fill your awareness with divine. Give your mind and body to the word. Let it be working. Awareness filled with the divine. And go on, now and then, linking yourself to that. And be anchored in the divine. And move about. Like children holding the pillar and rolling around. Sri Ramakrishna had to give this example. Like that, hold on to the divine and do all the activities. Live with people, live with your family, do all the duties. But like pain, toothache, you are constantly aware, be aware of the divine. And one day, death and all that will end all the things. It will be no more there. Everything ends there. So the story is going to end. Before that, you have to transcend and go beyond. Again, find that you must practice it every day. The other day in the circus, how much she must have practiced to acquire that skill. Weep at least once to see God. weep at least once to see God. These then are the two means: practice and passionate attachment to God. That is to say, restlessness of the soul to see Him. Sri Ramakrishna in Bengali he uses the term Jagate Birag Bhagavane Anurag. Dispassion towards the world and passionate attachment for God. Dispassion. Dispassion doesn't mean detachment. Dispassion doesn't mean running away from the things. Dispassion doesn't mean that neglecting our duties or anything. You'll be, as you are more interested, more lovingly, more dedicatedly doing all activities, but not getting affected by them, not getting involved in it, not getting entangled in it. The two terms always you remember: don't get involved, don't get entangled. Now I am going through some work or some activity, or amidst people I am there, some birthday is being celebrated, or some things, functions are going on. I am participating in, I am doing my part, I am playing my part, doing everything, but I don't carry anything. As if I have jumped out from my bodily existence and working and coming back within again, washing off my hands. I move with people and do all activities, but nothing, I take it within me. People, while working, they take all the problems within them. They take the work within them, they try to solve within them. It is the wrong method. I have to go out, work, be there and come, washing myself away, not to carry anything with me. Over, leave and keep going. Over, leave, keep going. Nothing to carry. Then it's called uninvolved. He is moving about uninvolved. There is nothing he is carrying. Neither the memories nor the incidents. Everything, as soon as it happens, Control D. It is deleted. Everything is deleted. If any time anything is needed, you will have the recycle bin from which you will take out and see and again throw it away. There won't be need. It's all passing things of the world. Nothing to carry, nothing to remember. Just leave it. Do your duties diligently, with as if the greedy person is doing, with great attachment. But you are not there. Nothing to carry. Leave and go. This is uninvolved. And not to show anywhere raga dvesha, attachments and aversions. Not to have attachments and aversion is called unentangled. Uninvolved and unentangled. Wherever you go, if you have the attachments and aversions, likes and dislikes, then you are getting affected by it. The raga dvesha, everything. The moment you start that raga dvesha, then you are getting entangled. You are getting entangled. You cannot come out. And the third thing, always remember, don't judge. Just see, listen, hear, and don't judge. Keep going. We see everyone, every person is judged. Every thought, every sight is judged. Constantly. He is like this, she is like that, he is. Everybody's picture is there in the mind with how that person is. Where is the place for God? If you go on keeping, no judgment. Don't judge lest you will be judged. So this habit of a human, one of the human habits, the moment we look, we judge. Don't judge. Anywhere anything good and great you see, absorb it. Anywhere anything defect and wrong you see, check your heart. How could you see that good, bad there? Check your heart. Whenever you see good, don't judge. Receive it. Good qualities, good things happening. Just absorb it. And wherever there is this one, oh, how could I see defect in that? That means defect is there in me that I could identify that defect. Oh Lord, remove the defects in me that I am no more able to see defects in others. So then we see we are slowly developing in love of God. Jagate Virag is happening there, and Bhagavani Anurag. They go together. They are opposites and reverse of the same coin. If you don't think of the world, what will you? Other alternative is you will be thinking of God. Someone goes to Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi, a devotee has gone to Ramana Maharshi with another friend. He is a worldly man. Interest is in enjoyments and possessions of the world. He goes with his friend to Ramana Maharshi. The first one asks, who is a devotee, he asks, what is the way? He says, constantly think of God. You are a devotee of God, constantly think of God. And sometimes, slowly, when you are calm and quiet, you are filled with love for God in the heart. Try to search, who am I within yourself? Then the other person who was with him asked Ramana Maharshi, if I don't think of God, what happens? Ramana Maharshi smiles and says, if you don't think of God, you will think of the world, that's all. There are only two entities, God and world. If you think of God, you need not think of the world. And if you don't think of God, you will be thinking of world only. Mind will not sit empty. So, to think of God, slowly you get attachment to God, the world and worldliness disappears. Only love stands, unconditional love for all, serving, loving, sacrificing for others. This will be your life. So, Sri Ramakrishna is telling here, you must practice it every day and weep at least once for God. That even in this one, Mana ek baar hari bol, at least once you utter. Why don't you utter the name of? So many things you are thinking, so many, day and night mind is kept engaged. Even in sleep, in dream, mind is working non-stop with all things of the world. Why don't you call on God? These then are the two means, practice and passionate attachment for God. Abhyasa vairagyabhyam tannirodha. In Bhagavad Gita also, abhyasa vairagya. Cultivate abhyasa and vairagya. Arjuna says, mind is such a thing. You cannot escape from anything. It holds the objects. What you are speaking about of yoga, I think it is impossible, because mind is like a boat in the ocean under the storm. It is being carried away forcefully, even if you don't will, unwillingly also, it is going to be carried away. Anichannapi kaunteya baladiva niyojitaha. That mind, how to control is by abhyasa and vairagya. Dispassion towards the world, Dispassion doesn't mean running away. Dispassion means no attachments. We will not leave the offering love. We will not withdraw from the serving. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.